I've had a love affair with cars my whole life. I build them in my shop, and I race them both on and off-road.
I've spent years on the auto show circuit talking about cars, but now it's time to get behind the wheel and find the next adventure.
Together, we're setting out to tackle all things that every car enthusiast should do.
This is The List.
Hi everyone, welcome to The List. I'm Patrick McIntyre.
And I'm Jessie Combs. Today on The List, we're going to tackle something that is near and dear to my heart. Most of you know me as an off-roader, so I'm excited to have Patrick as my co-driver as we officially check Conquer the Rubicon Trail off our list.
Now we've got a stock Jeep Wrangler Rubicon 4x4, named after the trail it was made to conquer. Wish us luck.
We're off to the trailhead to get this journey started. Come along for the ride. Okay, so we're here at the trailhead.
And as you can see, there are fully built vehicles all the way down to stock Rubicons.
Now, whether you're stock or not, or you're at the Rubicon or any other trail, there is a short little checklist that you want to go through to make sure that you're prepared for a journey like this. Airing down your tires for four-wheeling is super important. The lower the tire pressure, the more the tire actually conforms to the rocks or the obstacles that you're grabbing over, so it has a lot more grip.
Once the vehicle's prepped, you have to make sure you have the human essentials. We've got the tent, the sleeping bag, extra layers of clothes, of course, food and water. We only brought snacks with us because food is provided for us at the Jamboree. And we packed light with tools because, well, we have all this support around us. Oh, and of course we have the most essential thing of all is the teepee. And remember, whatever you take out, you have to bring back with you.
Now, before you even leave the house, you're going to want to make sure that you do a full prep. You want to go through every single nut and bolt, Loctite anything and everything that you have to. Check your fluids, fill your fluids, change your fluids, everything to make sure that you are fully ready for a trip like this.
All right, so we're all prepped and ready to hit the trail. The important thing is to stick with these guys in the brown suits, because if we get in trouble, they're going to help us out. Any last words of advice before we go?
Well, first thing I want to do is I want you guys to come here.
Okay.
And bend down, and I want you to start going like this.
Okay.
Because we're waving goodbye to your pretty lower control arm mounts and your gas tank skid plate.
All right.
And your transmission cross member, probably part of the exhaust as well.
You're up first.
Okay.
Don't worry, I'll guide you through it. So sway bar button is over on your left.
Sway bar. Push.
Today, crossing the Rubicon means the point of no return. We have Julius Caesar to thank for this idiom. When he and his army crossed the Rubicon River in 49 BC, it was basically a declaration of war, and history was made. It seems the Rubicon Trail, rated a 10 out of 10 in difficulty on most scales measuring this sort of thing, is perfectly named.
The Rubicon-McKinney Road was established in the 1800s as a stagecoach road between Georgetown and Lake Tahoe. Its purpose was mainly to access two resort hotels at Wentworth Springs and Rubicon Springs. After the hotels went out of business and the road deteriorated, it was picked up as home for the first Jeepers Jamboree in 1953.
The trail is 22 miles long in total. The legal status of the Rubicon Trail is that it's an unmaintained county right-of-way, the Rubicon-McKinney Road. About half of the 22-mile route is paved, and the rest is a rugged off-road trail. It's the 12-mile off-road section that we'll be tackling.
We're here to attend this year's Jeepers Jamboree, which is held in the third weekend of July every year. The first summer had 55 vehicles and 155 people, and it's been going strong ever since. This year, attendance is around 2,500 people. You just want to make sure you don't hit those rocks over here?
Not the big ones, but I'm trying to kind of navigate the ones on the ground.
Well, the main thing that you want to do is you want to put your tires on top of the rocks, and you want to stay at the highest point across.
So you want me to roll over rocks like that?
If you don't have to, then don't.
Right.
Especially in this. The main reason why you want to stay high is because if you try and take the low route, that's when you're going to get caught on rocks. Like that.
Oh, don't.
You want to try and not let those drag on our vehicle. Oh!
We should have made some martinis and put them in the back so they'd be shaking when we get there. Wow. All right, so we're about halfway. Seems like a good point to stop. I got a little bit of experience in there. Got to go up on almost two wheels. A lot of scraping going on. And I'm surprised. A stock Jeep, you know, like I said, little scrapes here and there, but it's doing pretty well so far.
You ready to see how it's really done?
Yeah, I'm ready to see how it's really done from the passenger side. Teach me, Yoda.
I will teach you my ways, young one.
Rocks.
Alright, there's a difference between ramming, nerfing, and bumping. This here, we're just gonna give him a little love bump. That's all. That's what happens when you don't have recovery gear on stock vehicles. This is where you want to tread, especially lightly,
So you don't spin?
so you're not kicking up a bunch of sediment. When we get this trip done and over with, this is how you do it. But, okay,
What do you need?
bye.
Okay, see ya.
The four-door is gonna have a little bit of a problem with that ledge. Why does that always happen? Anytime I address camera,
Yeah.
something
Just
goes
when
wrong. Go left.
Yeah. Great, straight. See that? You help each other out here. We're going slow enough on the trail that I can walk alongside the vehicle here.
There will be sections where he won't be able to keep up by walking. We'll get in.
You know what? I'm gonna be honest. Inside, hearing all the scraping, just thinking like, I don't know, man, about this Jeep. Watching it from the outside, it really articulates. The arms are really going, but it's definitely pretty impressive for a stock.
Now, if we had the sway bar connected, it wouldn't be doing that much.
So by turning that off, and that's what the Jeep allows you to do, is just automatically turn it off.
Yep.
That's pretty sweet. All right, so after 6 hours, we finally made it to Rubicon Springs, which is temporary home to over 2,000 people just for the weekend.
And if 6 hours wasn't enough, the party has just begun. There's live music, there's swimming, there's hiking, there's even a bar. So I think we need to unload, set up our camp, and go have a cocktail.
That sounds good.
I have the pleasure of introducing Bob Sweeney, who is part owner and director of the Jeepers Jamboree. We are, I just have to say, we're pretty damn good friends.
Yeah.
What is it to you that keeps bringing people
The
back?
draw.
Yeah.
You look behind us. Look at these people. They're all walking around having a good time. Big smiles. It's great. The camaraderie that we get every year of the people coming back and enjoying it.
Now, you have a lot of history with the Rubicon Trail.
My great-grandfather, actually, he was the one that signed a document to make this a county road. We are wheeling on a county road to this day.
Now, how long has the Rubicon Trail been open?
Well, I got this coin right here. Let's look at the date that's written on it. 1887, it says right there.
Holy schmoly. One of the best things about Jeepers Jamboree is the food.
It is included 3 square meals a day. That's what this ticket is for. We're waiting in line to get a little bit of that amazing grub.
So today's Sunday, and a lot of you guys were going to leave today, but unfortunately we've had a fire, and the trail has been closed for the weekend.
We found that the fire was caused by a vehicle accident that unfortunately led to a young woman losing her life. We are reminded that off-road recreation can be a dangerous sport, especially when traveling on extreme terrain like the Rubicon Trail.
So the fire crews have officially controlled or extinguished the fire that's out there on the trail, which means it's clear and we can finally head on out. All right, so here's the deal. We have been given some clearance to go. There's an hour window of time before they start cutting down more trees in a way to prevent the fire from spreading or just to maintain it.
So we might get lucky and get out, but earlier when they had traffic actually going through the trail, they were doing only 50 an hour and we're about number 90 in line. So.
Right, and we don't know how far back we are, so yeah, fingers crossed. So what's going on?
Okay, so here's the deal. This helicopter's making bucket drops, and the deal we cut with the incident commander is people have to stay inside their vehicles. If they don't, they're going to call us off.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going by while they're making bucket drops. You want to get pictures out the window, that's fine, but no getting out.
Sure.
Okay.
This is for real. We're crawling up these rocks. There's a mountain on our left, and there is a drop to the right. Down. A long drop down. This is pretty intense.
Don't look down, Patrick.
Don't look down? Okay. It's the first thing I did.
We made it through the most difficult section of coming out, which is good. There's a few more obstacles ahead of us.
Fabulous.
Thank you so much. Thank you for everything.
No problem.
We'll see you next year. Well, we made it. Here we are at the end of the trail, base station, airing up our tires before we hit the highway.
And as you can tell, it is extremely dark outside, which means it took us quite a long time today. In fact, we had to finagle with the actual forestry department to let them drop water while we passed. It was a big deal today.
It's a big deal, but I think we can officially check conquering the Rubicon Trail off of our list.
Thanks for watching.
We'll see you next time.